Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarious, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, man. Alright, in this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Weaponized Ignus and let you guys know whether or not I think this vehicle is even worth purchasing, okay? We're going to talk about the customization, the performance, the weapon upgrades, the armor, everything. I'm going to let you guys know everything that you need to know in order to educate you guys on whether or not you should purchase this vehicle. All right. Now, before we go any further, you know what to do. Make sure you are subscribed with notifications turned on and drop a like if you enjoy the video and you find out something new. Okay. So the Weaponized Ignus is available to have a House HSW upgrade attached to it, right? So you can convert the vehicle and you can kind of, add the performance upgrades to it, which make a pretty big difference with the vehicle. It is a supercar, and it's $3.2 million, $3,245,000. That's what's going to set you back. If you want the HSW performance upgrade, that's another $475,000. Now, if you have a free house, upgrade conversion, you can use that. However, still, it'll set you back roughly $3.7 million before you even get started with the customization. Okay, so keep that in mind. Speaking of the customization, let's go ahead and go through that. You've got 18 different front bumpers. They all look really nice. You got your primary, your secondary, and your carbon kind of upgrades or whatever. So that's going to be the typical, usual type kind of upgrade scheme with the vehicle. Moving on to the rear bumpers, you have several different rear bumper options. You've got 7 in total: the stock, the racer diffuser, speed diffuser, stinger, and etc. Moving on, the countermeasures, you can add the missile lock-on jammer, which is nice, right? So people in Mark IIs will not be able to lock on, or people in jets or whatever, homing rocket launchers. Nothing wrong with that. It's always good. So for the engine upgrades, of course, that's going to be one of the HSW upgrades that you can apply with the engine tune. The exhaust, you have several different exhaust options, which is nice. The oval performance, angled, titanium, and secondary. With your hood option, you have 19 different hood options there. So you've got the racer, the secondary and carbon racer, speed, which secondary and carbon, the vented hood, secondary and carbon vented, the GT, which will be secondary and carbon, the XL vented, which will have secondary and carbon, and your performance, which will have secondary and carbon, right? So again, that's basically the theme with most of the upgrades. You have your primary paint scheme, secondary, and then you have a carbon option. All right, 13 different liveries. The liveries look amazing, especially on next gen. They're very detailed, very sharp. The 4K looks great with that. Although the liveries are really nice, I think most people will either skip the liveries or use the livery in combination with the chameleon paint, because the chameleon paint is just out of this world. It's really crazy. I was kind of worried about that when I first found out that they were going to be using chameleon paint, but Rockstar actually did a really good job implementing that, and it looks good on all the new cars. It really does. So I'm about to check the chameleon paint out right now. I mean, it looks fire. You got the anodized red pearl, the anodized blue pearl, the anodized gold pearl, the green blue flip, the purple green flip, the orange and purple flip. Looks amazing right there. The dark purple pearl, the baby blue pearl, the red prismatic pearl, insane. And the black prismatic pearl, just fire. Beautiful with the chameleon paint. They did a really good job with that. And then of course your secondary is going to be the kind of the same concept. The secondary will be the skirts, the fins right there, and then the wheel well, kind of like little fins that you have on there for the heat from the brakes. You got 13 different skirt options. And there's actually some decent, options to go through. Usually the skirts, it's very difficult to tell unless you're right up close to it. But yeah, you got some different, nice little customization with the skirt. You got 18 different spoiler options, and yes, the spoiler does affect traction, so I would, apply that. Absolutely. You got the carbons, the secondary, the primary, the race, the GT2s. You got the aero spoiler, looks really nice. You've got the street wings as well. The race wing looks good. With your suspension, you also have the HSW suspension upgrade option. It definitely makes a difference, and you absolutely want to apply that for handling. It definitely helps out. You have the transmission options as well, and the turbo tuning options with the HSW. Definitely apply those to get the max amount of performance and speed. And that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and talk about the meat and potatoes, all right? It's a weaponized vehicle, so let's talk about this. Everybody's been wanting a armored Kuruma type kind of supercar, And while the Ignus kind of looks like that, it's really not. I have to be honest. The machine gun is extremely powerful. You can destroy a enemy vehicle in roughly 2 seconds. That's pretty good. However, the machine gun has this weird, like auto camera balancing thing, and you're continuously having to fight with it to aim at your target. The weaponized Ignus has no explosive armor whatsoever. The windows are bullet resistant. However, FMJ rounds will penetrate, but a regular carbine, roughly 16 rounds before it'll penetrate the glass on the weaponized Ignus. And as you see here, the machine gun always wants to center right, down low on the ground, right in front of the hood of the car. And because it does destroy so quickly, if you're, the car's so fast, if you get close to the vehicle that you're trying to destroy and it blows up, it'll also take your car out as well. So it's kind of, honestly, for the weaponization of this vehicle, it's a missed opportunity. The top end speed is amazing. It's one of the fastest of the new vehicles in the game, and it is by far the fastest in the supercar class. So it destroys the 811 and the Banshee, which we'll talk about the Banshee, HSW variant a little bit later on. But the Ignus is extremely fast. So you have a couple of the supercars that have the HSW upgrades. But overall, do I recommend? After everything is said and done with customization, you're talking about a $4 million car, and all it is fast. You can use it in races, so if you want to be competitive in supercar races, it's going to be one of the top dogs to use, so you need to have that. However, again, for the weaponization and just overall, I can't recommend it for a daily money grind vehicle or even like a daily just free mode vehicle. It's super fast. There's cars that are faster though. The machine gun is good. However, it's just not good enough. I would honestly just recommend using like an AP pistol, inside. Even like the miniguns on some of the other cars are just as effective, and the aiming is much better because you're always having to fight with the aiming on the cannon for the Ignus. So it's a little bit of an awkward vehicle. I think it's a missed opportunity from Rockstar. If they were able to add the Amani Tech armor, I think it would be a much better value. But at $4 million plus, customized, I just can't, recommend it as a all-around, you know, vehicle. It's, for racing again, yes, but other than that, I'm sorry, I just can't recommend it. So don't mean to pop anybody's bubble there. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you enjoy the Ignus? Are you using it right now? Do you think it's a viable vehicle in the game? Let me know what you think, all right? Thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for the illest and realest content in the game. Smash that like button, and we'll see you guys in the next video, all right? Peace out. Yeah.